Well, every time I look at this engine, it reminds me of this screensaver. The main problem with this vehicle is that the coolant is blowing out of the expansion tank, and the reason for that may be water pump or coolant pump, because this water pump is switchable and it may fail. Sometimes it fails and causing this kind of problems, and also this kind of problems may cause this intake manifold, which is intercooler, and basically inside of this is a radiator that's overheats and starts leaking. But I think in this case it may be this water pump. And take it off. You get more space. Now 14, and you rotate anti-clockwise. Then insert this pin and take off this belt size of this roller, and 24 on this. So 19 to hold crankshaft, and then triple square bit to undo these 4 bolts. Okay, remove it. Now we can undo this. There's 4 of them. Put something under this engine to remove all this stuff over here. This cover, this housing, filter, this expansion tank, 10mm socket to undo this housing, 2 bolts and 1 nut. Basically it's the same if you have deal with back engines with diesel. Everything is almost the same. Screwdriver pushing here and from this side, and then you can remove this expansion tank and take off this mount. If you want, you can remove this clamp and take off this expansion tank fully, so it's not getting in the way. Now 13mm socket, 18 to undo these 2 bolts, and 16 to undo these 2 bolts. Now you can remove this mount, and from under the car these 2 bolts of this mounting, 16mm socket, lift engine a little bit more, but you can remove it, and you remove this upper belt cover. And it's T30, so undo these pipes. This one and this one. To take off this pipe, you need to squeeze it in this direction. And take them off. Two and one bolt over here, T30. And also I will take off this mount, and it's better to use screwdriver because you can easily rip this off and you can work. There is small retaining clip that holds these two pipes together. Now by pressing these clips here, and one is over here. Okay, easily. And so there is one bolt that holds this small piece of the plastic cover. Over here. T30, and then you will be able to remove this mount. Additionally, this engine has two electrical water pumps, and one is over here behind this AC compressor, and other one from other side, this one. So when you run in the city it's all okay, but on the long distance it's not enough coolant flow, because the ring of the switchable pump can be stuck in the closed position. And I see some red signs of the coolant. I will remove this cover and it will be more easier to see the lower piece of bolt cover. Now you can see that this water pump is leaking. This red thing is coolant. See this coolant? traces, this red, pink on the timing belt cover. So definitely it's not okay. It's not okay with this pump, and it can be stuck, this switchable pump, if it's still switchable over there. I don't know, maybe someone switched to the simple pump. Oh my god, this whole thing was a bad idea. And then that was easy, it's like nothing else. You can hook this filter somewhere like this, or you can take it off completely. Also these pipes, and you can remove this pipe also. I will take it off, and now timing mark. Just rotate engine clockwise, and until this timing marks align. This one over here. There is arrow showing up. So for the camshaft and fuel pump you can use 6mm drill bit or these locking pins from the set. But I prefer these drill bits because they're not so loosened inside of these holes. And for the crankshaft you need special tool, or you don't. If you don't need to loosen these bolts, so if you do need to lose those two sprockets of the fuel pump and camshaft, you just need to, from this spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here you go. You will have your timing mark. Okay, now with special tool, insert this thing inside. Everything is tight and good. And it looks like this without timing tool. But remember, don't select those sprockets without this special tool. Because these two sprockets are adjustable. When you undo this nut, this bolt, you can rotate them. So maybe it will be difficult to install timing marks properly without crankshaft special tool if you slacken these two sprockets. Deviation of this timing mark is acceptable according to workshop manual, so don't worry. so much. Timing mark of the crankshaft. Here you can insert some ratchet and size of this thing is from the center of the between these two pins is something like this, and they are 6 millimeters. So counter hold and undo. Now you need to counter hold this camshaft sprocket and undo this bolt and this small one. Counter hold, and now this small bolt T30. Okay, that's enough. But why do you have to undo these bolts and slacken loose all these gears, these sprockets? Because of the tension, it's going better on this water pump. Maybe the tension of the timing belt spread better. I don't know. Maybe. Now undo this nut. Let's say tensioner anti-clockwise. Off easily from the water pump. Pump. And here you go. As you can see, if you reuse this timing belt, mark direction of the rotation. And this gear is so adjustable like nothing else in this engine. And to see what's behind this gear, if you like to know, you need a special tool to remove this thing if you need to replace fuel pump.
Short instruction in case if you need to remove high pressure fuel pump, because it's famous Bosch CP4.
Bolt of this valve. Yep, this is fake valve. This is simple pump. Now M10 to undo those bolts, 3 bolts. M10. Just put something under the car, under the engine, because coolant gonna flow. Okay, here is the number. It was leaking from this special hole. It can leak also from the top. That's it for now. I don't know now what is the problem with this outflowing coolant from the expansion tank. We will see. Maybe it's because of the blown gasket of the cylinder head, and maybe it's this. Also, I don't know, maybe it's coolant traces from the cylinder head. Maybe it's just rust, but who knows? Maybe this head gasket is blown, and this is whole problem. Okay, I will check glow plugs. The heating element on the glow plugs will be bright, very bright, like something like this color. If there is coolant in some cylinder, maybe you need special pliers for this, but even with this one you can take this cap off. Okay, now 10mm socket and don't worry, everything gonna be okay. Is now okay. Okay, so this is definitely coolant. This side of this bright spot over here. It's not fuel, as you can see, and maybe oil. Maybe oil. Yeah, right. Just like on the spark plugs? I don't think so. And on some engines, cylinder 3 have a integrated pressure sensor in the glow plug, and it's 12mm socket to undo this one. Other 3 are good, not special. Simple is like this. This one. Well, I have some other glow plugs from some other engines, and they doesn't look like that, like this one. So I think it's coolant. I think it's coolant. $17mm wrench to undo high pressure pipes and keep in the back to protect from any dirt